Everyone who is in their 40s or older remembers when Queen Elizabeth II stepped off the British Highways plane at the Belize International Airport in October of 1985. It was history in the making, her first visit as the Queen of the Commonwealth and of Belize, and an occasion in which many Belizeans, particularly school children, were elated to be a part of, as they lined the streets waving flags as she passed by. She returned in February of 1994 with her husband, Prince Philip. On that occasion, she addressed Belizeans from the Speaker's chair in the National Assembly.
Many of the changes which we have witnessed are to be applauded and encouraged. Many have helped the disadvantaged to achieve their proper place in society. But some, the increase in crime being an obvious example, have done damage to society, and it is up to us to keep that society strong enough to withstand any assault from whatever quarter. It is never enough to treat symptoms alone. Such measures as the strengthening of law enforcement agencies and criminal justice systems are worthwhile, but we must simultaneously look at the real roots of the disease. That often means a process of honest and sometimes uncomfortable self-examination by a nation as a whole. But Belize is capable of that.
The Queen's words back then resonated with Don Hector Silva, a man who has been here from the time she took the throne back in 1952. Today, he shared a bit of the monarch's relevance in pre-independence era.
Belize at that time was just on its infancy. So she was there when Belize was granted for the first time adult suffrage, where Belizeans can vote without any conditions. During her term, that was 1954, there was political advancements. One was 1957, membership system. Then the other one was 1961, when we became representatives and not legislators. 1964, we became self-governed. Then is when we began to swear allegiance to Belize and not Her Majesty the Queen, even though she was our head of state.
Silva shared his view that our relation with Britain in the days following our independence was as significant as the events leading up to September 21st.
Her Majesty the Queen played an important role in the existence of Belize. Had we not been under her realm, we would not be Belize. We would have been swallowed by another nation. Remember, through her obligation, we had the privilege of having a defense guarantee. The British were there from 1948 in Belize. First crew that came in 1948, and they are still here with us at Batsub and practicing at the Chiquibul Forest. So she played an important role. Okay. Had we get rid of she, we wouldn't have this support.
Now that she has passed, Belize will, like other Commonwealth countries, pay respect to the only sovereign that most Belizeans have known throughout their lives. As Minister of Education and Culture, Francis Fonseca reflected earlier today, Queen Elizabeth II lived through the swearing-in of all of Belize's prime ministers up to this point.
She has had a long, productive life. I think in her lifetime she has received over about 15 British prime ministers. And all of our prime ministers of Belize, of course, have served under her tenure. I believe she has served our Commonwealth with distinction, with grace. And so, you know, we are definitely thinking about her family during this difficult time. And I think, you know, we certainly understand the significant role that she has played in the history of the Commonwealth, and which Belize is a part of.
Queen Elizabeth II will be laid to rest on September 18th. Church bells across Belize will toll at 8 on Friday morning to symbolize the reign of a new monarch, King Charles III. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.